Over the last 7 years, all goods and services have increased by 19%, with prescription drugs increasing by 35%. So President and founder of Patients for Affordable Drugs, David Mitchell, joins me now to discuss the new law that reduces those drug prices. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Can you share the financial and the health impacts of rising prescription drugs?
So Americans are paying almost 4 times what other wealthy nations pay for the exact same brand name drugs. And the result is that 3 out of 10 Americans report they're unable to take their drugs as directed because of costs. This hurts them financially, and it's bad for health. Just recently, however, within the last several weeks, a new law was passed in Congress and signed into law by President Biden. And it does several things to both lower the prices of prescription drugs and lower what people pay out of pocket for their prescription drugs. And I could tick through those if you like.
Yeah, go for it.
So for the first time, Medicare is going to be able to negotiate directly with the drug companies, use its purchasing power to get a better deal for Americans. Secondly, starting next year, drug companies will have to pay a penalty if they raise prices in Medicare faster than the rate of inflation. Third, for the first time ever, there's going to be an out-of-pocket cap in the Medicare prescription drug benefit to no more than $2,000. Right now, patients like me, I have an incurable blood cancer called multiple myeloma. I pay more than $16,000 a year out of pocket for just one drug under the Medicare prescription drug benefit. That cap at $2,000 is going to help a lot of people like me and millions of others. And starting next year, people in Medicare dependent on insulin will pay no more than $35 a month for their prescription for their insulin. All of these are going to affect millions of people, save millions of dollars for many years to come.
What else can be done to further protect patients? I mean, that all sounds great, but is there even more?
Yeah, we need to do more to extend the benefits and the savings to people who get their prescription drugs in the private sector or who don't have any insurance at all. So we are going to keep working to extend the kinds of benefits in the Inflation Reduction Act, which mainly help older Americans on Medicare and ensure that we get relief for people who get their insurance in the private sector.
Well, then how can folks participate or even learn more information on all of this?
They can come to patientsforaffordabledrugs.org. That's our website. Please leave their story. If they have a story of their own struggles paying high drug prices, leave their email address. We don't ask patients for money, but those stories and email addresses are powerful because we use them to amplify the voices of the American people to policymakers and elected officials to fight to lower prices and make sure that people can afford the drugs they need.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about it today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.